Good evening. Thank you. I love you. In the last week in August 1999, 13 years ago, my column on fashion debuted in the Austin Chronicle. It has become the longest-running fashion column in Austin. The day that my first article appeared, I got a fax from a reader. Faxes, they're so quaint, aren't they? It was handwritten in this incredibly small, perfect script, saying, "Thank God for you. Thank God Austin has someone who knows something about fashion and can literally discuss the history of it, the construction of it, and the future of it." And I was very pleased to get this response after my first column. So I went ahead and continued my column, as I do every week, and I kept getting these faxes. And one day I decided to take a departure from any kind of serious fashion chat, and I began to talk about that huge inflatable Pinky's gorilla that used to be on the corner of Congress and Riverside. Because I lived near there, and every time I drove by, I could see that even though he had gym shorts on, originally he had a bikini on, and it was either VPL or something. I thought this was a pretty funny thing to write about. My correspondent by fax did not think it was amusing at all. The person wrote me and said, "What the fuck is this? We have far too much serious business and fashion to talk about going on here for you to be out there talking about this sort of thing." I had to meet this woman. I had to meet her. So I went to her store over on South Lamar a long time ago, and I had never, ever seen a store like this before. Every single piece of merchandise inside of it was black. And I know you know who I'm talking about. The pet supplies were black. The underwear was black. The coffee cups. Everything was black in there. Baby clothes. Everything the owner wore. It was unbelievable. It was the finest retail concept store that I had seen, and certainly the best in Austin, and it has won how many Best of Austin awards for Best Windows Design and Best Conceptual Retail? Dozens on that. So I met this woman, Gail Chovan. We bonded instantly. Within a couple of months, Gail and Neil Diaz and our friend Levi, who is designing in Europe, put together something called the Designers Guild. And it was the first organization of fashion in Austin that was bringing independent designers and sewers together. It was a huge thing for us to do. We had so few people in attendance, so few designers that came out of the woodwork because it was not happening here 13 years ago. There were a few scattered people doing really wonderful things, and we hoped to bring them all together. We opened the very first boutique together that carried strictly locally made designs, despite what any other boutique might say. We were the first.